Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on GTA 5 with an Lancia going for, I think, the front flip record. However, it looks like he might have asked it to do one too many, although a very, very lucky bounce off the rear bumper means he can continue with a completely perfect clean landing to get into the tube. Well done. That's a seriously impressive landing. A Blazer on a GTA 5, also in a stunt race, is going to come across one of the arseholes that likes to take you out when you're going to be overtaking them. The thing is, as the Nero spins and rolls backwards, because they're on a jump, he doesn't actually end up too far out of position, gets the car going again, and the guy who tried to take him out drives straight into the back and spins out. That is a perfect demonstration of karma for you right there. Stevie on GTA 5 is minding his own business when along comes an insurgent to give him a helpful nudge. Said helpful nudge then puts the Ferrari up into space. For seemingly no good reason. Also a complete different side of the map, I think. It decides to put the Turismo all the way in the sky that comes crashing back down. Does survive the fall, but yeah, just random teleporting cars. Still on GTA 5 with a police car travelling a little bit too fast, trying to go for the shortcut, doesn't quite get it right, clips a tree, and sure enough the driver gets fired out. But that's not the weirdness. Nope. That is the aerial donut that said police car is now doing. The FailRace Police Department are investing in some new fancy technology. I'm not sure quite the purpose of said technology yet. They work in mysterious ways. This we all know, and apparently this is their latest development. But there we go. On to GTA 4 with Gijan. Not only is the FailRace Police Department in full effect, the FailRace Ambulance Service is also making its debut, and it's managing to get itself stuck over... I don't even know why it was going the wrong way down the road, I'll be honest. However, it's climbed a barrier and fallen onto the train tracks. Douglas 1, also on GTA 4, sees traffic a little bit too late, goes for a swerve, loses the back end of his car before the bridge has decided, nope, you can be punished by driving into the, well, river. Yeah, that's not the sort of crash barriers you want to employ anywhere around your city. Mini 1998 on Project Cars has got a mechanical fault. I would say a lot more than just a mechanical fault with his Mercedes. That's a lot more than a normal mechanical fault as the car spirals its way until it crashes through the grandstand and ends up back in one of the pit stops. Pit garages, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what on earth went on with said Mercedes. It got very unhappy as it left the pit lane. And yeah, that's a lot of twisting and flying around. I think it will probably have joined the Turismo somewhere up in the stratosphere. Danny 330 on Beam NG Drive is carrying a lot of speed across some bumps. And while the initial crash is, well, kind of relatively tame for Beam, the car just keeps rolling faster and faster. I can't even count how many rolls are going on in that. It's a serious number from the I-Series before it eventually comes to a rest. Yeah, that picked up some serious old speed on the rolling front. Onto a Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 with losing the back end in the first corner at the racetrack. The game kind of initially impacts into the tyre bundle, stops the car, and then physics just doesn't really know what to do and just fires it. We're going to fire it for many rolls. Much more impressive crash than the one that I did at the first corner. This circuit, yeah, there we go. Well done for the many rolls. Demonic Corsair on F1 2016, starting a race at Russia, a notoriously dangerous race, and sure enough the AI have multiple basically identical crashes coming into this first corner. A couple of Ferraris get in trouble with, I think, a Toro Rosso amusingly, Mercedes and a Red Bull. The Renaults actually almost took out Mercedes as well. Three different almost identical incidents went on in all of that. Urban Abyss on F1 2016 is about to have an incredibly close call. Up ahead, a couple of cars have a big accident as, again, I think it's another Toro Rosso comes spiraling across the track at some serious speed. As a lot of rotations ago, you'd be very ill inside that car. But I think it's Hamilton here is going to need some new underwear from that particular one. Yeah, it's bloody close. We are on next to War Thunder, and a lesson in why you should be paying attention to where you are going at all times. Doesn't quite realise there is this bigger amount of dirt as there is, and sure enough, said tank manages to end up on its side. That's why you don't look at your phone when you're playing games. However, thankfully, the tank may be stuck on its side. However, there is an ally at hand for the tank boopy service. And there we go. It surprisingly writes quite easily. I wouldn't imagine trying to get tanks back onto their tracks is quite so easy, but there we go. And finally, we finish on a RaceRoom at Hockenheim with the first corner curb, causing, well, some big old issues for not just that initial kerfuffle. A number of cars, for whatever reason, having big old problems. The initial crash actually isn't the curb. Kind of cars get together, vehicles get lifted up. We're right on board with the car further back. Victor is across the curb on his own. Almost takes out the white and green cars. Another vehicle, apparently it's the white and orange one you see sparring off in the at the side. Also hits the curb. It's, yeah, peculiar. Peculiar to say the least. But good to see rolling curbs are in more games. These two just get together kind of at the apex that forces the white car for a big tumble as the white and orange is going to slide along on its roof. These guys also picking up a huge amount of speed as they are tumbling and rolling. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to the series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. Very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.